Hello and welcome back to the Vintage Unicorn Beauty Makeup and etc. I am Emma and this is the head-to-head challenge, Jeffree Star Thirsty versus Kat Von D. And the reason I made this is because Jeffree Star is one of my all-time favorites. He creates masterful works of living art. I have referred to him as the Doctor of Gorgeous. When I think Jeffree Star, I think blood sugar. I think the most astounding array of liquid lipsticks with a wearable formula that you have ever seen. I think like beyond quality. And to be honest, to me, the Thirsty palette fell short of that. When I went out to get this, when I endeavored to try to get it, I knew it was gonna sell out. So I set an alarm for it and was literally 1 minute before it was supposed to even launch, waiting to go through checkout, and got this message: we are experiencing larger customer volume than we expected. Please do not refresh the pages, you will lose your place in line. I mean, the volume on that website must have been insane. So considering that not everyone can just jump on whenever they want and buy makeup, and how hyped this was, how overhyped makeup is in general, and I mean, I'm a makeup, like, total makeup enthusiast, addict, whatever you want to say, I understand the love and the desire for it, and I'm not going to say I'm not grateful for having it. I definitely don't want to come off as ungrateful. I am just trying to show something that kind of has bothered me, that it is not Jeffree Star quality. It is not, you know, set an alarm and wake up and maybe postpone a bill payment or something so you can get your hands on that. I mean, that's the reality. People out there may have been like, well, if I want this palette, I have to get it now. So that's what I'm thinking of. Yes, that may be irresponsible finances, you know, and people not taking responsibility, whatever. That's not the point. The point is for people who camped out online to get it and then it was sold out in 2 hours, I don't think it delivered. So this is a very long video. I continuously streamed for 17 minutes and it has been 45 minutes since I applied the makeup, and in all honesty, I am still staying with Kat Von D as the winner. Now, that is for you guys to decide. Also, please inform yourself. This is my opinion as a consumer, and I just wanted to show you guys what I'm thinking. Please remember to subscribe because the giveaway is going ahead as planned. The only difference is what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it as a tier format where the first place winner gets first choice of the three awards. That is the blood sugar palette, the thirsty palette, and the equality liquid lipstick set. So whoever's first place gets the first choice, second choice, third, etc. So please enjoy the video, and at the end I will embed my subscribe link somewhere around here, other videos right here. I am also tabulating social media comments directly related to video posts, so my IG info will be down here, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into the makeup. Alright, my eyebrows are on, and what I am doing is I am prepping my crease with, this is my neutral dog in the fight, my Saucebox Cosmetics A2 palette, and I chose it because it is vegan and cruelty free and has a similar working texture and feel to Kat Von D and Jeffree Star products. I think that is inherent in the vegan formula, which I love. I absolutely adore it, and I just want that back there to add a little extra depth to the overall look. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a transitioning from yellow to blue. Now, I know how I am, and I really hope I don't mess this up by accidentally, you know, going from one to the other. I tend to do that, so I have everything very separate and set apart on my work table. I'm going to start with Kat Von D using my 321 little bully brush, and I'm going to dip into Star. I think that's a little ironic, so I'm going to show it on the brush, and that's from just a little swish. Maybe I should show that too. And I'm going to start building that in the inner corner. These eyeshadows, the Pastel Goth palette has the feeling of pastel crayons, you know, the chalk-like crayons. And I personally find it fantastically beautiful. It's blendable, it's bright without being shocking. You know, if I want crazy pigment, I'm going Suva Beauty. I'll go BH Cosmetics, but I like this understated wearable look because the truth is I do my makeup like this regularly. So I'm just building in that inner corner. It applied really easily, and I'm happy with that. So the Kat Von D brush is going to the side. The Jeffree Star brush is now coming into play. I am going to be applying the color Quench, just to make sure. I'm going to be taking Quench. Also, what that is at the top right there is I previously tried to wet a liner brush to get some, and that's what happened to the color. Just saying. They're not exact replicas of one another, but I would honestly say the Kat Von D performed better from what I'm feeling on my skin. It assimilated itself into my skin, it blended into my skin, whereas I can feel the Jeffree Star kind of just sitting atop my eye. There's a little bit of wrinkling. And again, this is the good eye, Jeffree, you got the good eye. So let's look at the Kat Von D and the Jeffree. I can feel the difference. I don't know if you can see it. So I'm going to do my damnedest to apply an equal amount of time and effort to both sides, because these are my, like I said, two of, if not my two favorite makeup brands. I'm not really wanting to like shade Jeffree Star. I love Jeffree Star. He's incredibly talented. So I'm gonna let those sit and work their way into my skin. Now that Clementine and Bitch, I just like saying that, have gotten a nice little sitting in the skin, going back into that yellow and finishing the lid. And blending it all together. This is Star on the right eye again. Look, hello, hello baby. Oh yeah, hi. I see you. I love yellow eyeshadows, I really do. I remember when I was really young, I saw this promo by Makeup Forever, and it was a yellow and orange eye, and I was so inspired by it that I went out and bought the singles that Sephora was like saying, hey, we did this with, and they were like $19 a piece, and I just remember not being able to recreate it. So I went into Sephora and asked them to recreate the ad because it was right there with the shadows. And this guy made me look, oh my gosh, it was not like the picture. This was like a soft kind of transition. This guy did full boom, like my lower eye shadow was down to here. It was jarring, and I didn't want to know how he did it. I was like, thank you, and I just ran. I ran for my damn life. This is the Kat Von D brush, and I am just blending that a little bit more all the way around the lid, so there's a cut crease effect without having to cut the crease. And adding that orange shade on both sides underneath the darker transition is just a way to do that. Now you could always cut the crease to create this kind of look, and it will, oh, I almost did it, I caught myself. See, I get carried away and I just be doing some things. So what I'm going to do, I have two Ulta liners, and they're both in the shade, I grabbed the wrong one. So I have two Ulta liners in the shade Blackout. That way, each side is fair, and I am going to double check that both of them have a nice sharp but not too sharp tip. They do. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a crescent moon. This is the Kat Von D side, and I am going to get my inner waterline as well. I seriously, like, it's just nature. Okay, now once I've done that, I'm going to draw a little bit below, and then I'm going to crescent moon my way up my crease. And it can be patchy, I'm just adding the pigment there. All right, now while that is there, I am going to go in on the other side with the other Blackout. They were buy one, get one. And I'm going to do the same, plot the moon the same way. I will say this, the liner is not dragging as much on the liner is not dragging as badly on the Jeffree Star side. It applied just generally smoother, so that's my boundary for the eye. So I'm taking my two E36s and I'm going to start kind of blending that liner and just softening it ever so slightly. Well, not slightly, I want it softened. I want it there as a boundary. And I want its blackening effect, but it's not crucial because I'm going to be going over in blue and black in just a moment. So I'm taking the Jeffree Star 1 and blending that. Again, I feel like the Ulta liner likes Jeffree Star just a little bit more. Or maybe my left eye is really, I mean, it's what I consider my good side. I don't know. All right. She looking good. A little bit over, a little bit. Okay, now taking those same brushes, I'm going to dip into the respective blues. On the Pastel Goth side, I'm dipping into the color Doom. It is one of my favorite colors ever. It is just fantastically beautiful, and I'm gonna start packing and blending and blurring. Right over the brown, it'll give a nice dark depth, and over time, I know how the Pastel Goth performs. It will pop its way out. And I will be mixing a black with this as well. I just want the blue down so that it is definitely there. So while that is sinking into the skin, I'm going to take the Jeffree Star palette in the color Submerge and do the thing. Yeah, I just feel like the eyeliner likes Jeffree Star more than Pastel Goth. Not to a degree that it isn't workable. Also, I don't feel that I need to apply another coat of Submerge. It is definitely there, but it is again sitting on top of the skin. I feel like it won't wear as well. Just like a wear test kind of vibe I'm feeling, but that's also because I have worn both and know that. Anyway, maybe I'll do like a before and after thing. Yes, I think I will. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the A Today Vegan Sauce Box palette, and using the Kat Von D brush, I'm going to dip very lightly into the black shade. Something got on the brush. I don't know what it is. Like it just landed on the brush from the ceiling. And I'm gonna start smoking that out ever so gently and building that crease, following that boundary that I built with the liner. I really do emphasize the point that I think Kat Von D and Jeffree Star have a very similar client bases. Or is that just me? Do Jeffree fans love Kat Von D products? Do Kat Von D fans love Jeffree Star products? I do. I almost have like a style crush on Kat Von D. I know she came out with a clothing line and I've been looking into it. Very difficult to find, but it is out there if you have a lot of time to look. So the sauce box also seems to like the Jeffree Star side. So I want to start winging that and blending it. I was going to wait, but it feels like this side is ready. I am noticing that the sauce box is sinking into the skin, whereas the Jeffree Star palette underneath it is sitting on the skin. So as I wing out, I can feel the effect of that. That out here, I can feel the color incorporating into my skin and kind of working with the primer. Whereas on the Jeffree Star shadow places where I already applied it, it's just kind of sitting on top of there, which is great for blending, but not great for wearing. So I'm gonna go in with a second coating. On the Kat Von D side, she needs a little bit of extra assistance. But again, the sauce box is melting into the Kat Von D. All right, she looking good. She looking real good, I think. So I'm gonna go back in with those blues. This is the Kat Von D brush. It has the black on it, so I'm just gonna start mixing those colors until I have a nice dark blue-black pop. And I don't want this video to be 10,000 hours long, so I'm going to try and work quickly, but effectively. And let's tuck that in just a little bit. Let's tuck her in, put her to bed. I love a yellow, blue, black transition. I think it's beautiful. And I definitely think you can do it with either palette. So, in fact, Jeffree Star is almost as blue as Kat Von D, but the shape isn't quite there. That's another thing. I am using the exact same technique on both sides, and it's just not, I call it the ice cream scoop, where there's like a perfect cut right there. The sauce box is almost pulling away from the Kat Von D, from the Jeffree Star, and wanting to do its own thing, whereas the Jeffree Star is wanting to sit and do that cream shadow kind of thing. Also, my eye is watering on my left side. That's just weird. So they look identical. And that's my point. Aha. Let me hide some of that orange. It's not supposed to be a star. It's supposed to be an assistant. Ooh, almost did it, caught myself. Let's tuck that in and start blending. By tucking it in, I mean bringing it to a close on the inner crease so that it's not quite as stark. So I'm seeing exactly what I'm talking about. Is the Kat Von D side is just, it's where it needs to be, it blended right, and it's still very vibrant. The Jeffree Star side is kind of a little fluffier, not quite as precise. That could definitely be me. There's no reason why it wouldn't be, but it's just not playing as nicely. And again, if you look right here, I have a horrible scar running right through here from a dog bite, and it ends right there. If you see that scar right there, the whole right side of my face is a little jacked up. But this eye, which is generally, whoa, what's going on with my eyebrow? You see that? That hair that's just out of place? Go back where you need to be. Be right. Okay, it's not about the eyebrows. You see, this is what I call the ice cream scoop, or more precisely on this. So I'm gonna go back in and finish the look and give my final thoughts. So I'm going to go in on the Jeffree Star side and pack on a little bit more of that star to clean up some of the orange that's still sticking through, and then I'm going to finish off by tightening up the inner corner and blending the lower lash line. Same on the Kat Von D side with the color Star. Just tucking all that in, cleaning it up, and blending. Now they are fairly identical, but I still feel like I prefer the Kat Von D side. So Lottie London does not have a dog in this fight, so I'm going to line my eyes. And that's another really big thing about shadows, is you can test, I guess, whether it's, well, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad shadow if eyeliner doesn't want to play with it. Really, I should be using 2 eyeliners though, because the only one I have doubles of is tattoo liner, and I feel like that's unfair. So what I'm gonna do is just line. I'm thinking too much. Whoa. I'm gonna come up that scoop. I know I'm stretching my eye. So neither eye is creating a ton of skippage, which is awesome. That's sometimes a problem when you have a lot of powder shadow underneath a liquid liner. They get a little bit skippy and they start to gum up. I'm gonna do this in the mirror. Just gonna bring that line back on itself and fill it in. Same on the Jeffree Star side. Make sure they're even, equal, 100%. Same length, same width, same bank account. What is this I'm listening to? Is this like a reggae version of Adele? I can dig it. I can dig it. I will be honest, say my liner skills are more on point on the Jeffree Star side. Actually, what I think I'll do is I will darken this look up and do kind of a patchy Arabic eye. Meet them together at the bottom. Really define that eye shape. All right, I'm not gonna apply false lashes because I am really trying to salvage my lashes. I'm gonna use my favorite mascara, which is Kush by Milk. Wow. She looking good. Real good. I might wear this tomorrow. I'm totally like forgetting the premise of this video. Let's contour. Let's use Jeffree Star to contour because it's a pigment palette. Fuck it, it worked. It works. I'm gonna use Subtle and just kind of tuck that and bring it up and tuck and bring it up. Just to add that little depth in my cheekbone, make my face look a little thinner. Kind of like circular motions and then do the little 3 or the E or whatever you call it. Let's use the Jeffree Star side for blush too. So I'm going to dip into Taste Buds with blush brush. I want blush. If I'm gonna wear blush, I better be looking like I just saw my first in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? She looking good. I'm on 15 minutes on this video alone. Well, I guess I did it all live in front of you guys. Okay, so no editing, just straight up. And I'm going to take my favorite highlighter brush, my Morphe Y14, and I'm going to dust Divine on my cheekbone. Like, the pigments are great. It's a great pigment palette, but I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I have a highlighter palette. I have a this and that palette. Even though it is called a eyeshadow / pressed pigment palette. Anyway, final thoughts. I think that my personal opinion is the Kat Von D side went on easier. I didn't battle with it as much, and it created the shape that I wanted immediately. It is holding up its color, and it's there. On the Jeffree Star side, I feel like I kind of fought with the shadow a little bit and didn't end up with the exact look I was going for. As you can see, they're not quite exactly the same. Now, that may be something about my technique. It could very well be, but that's just my thought. As a consumer, as someone who shelled out the $42 for, the $84 for 2 palettes, it was underwhelming. And that's what the point of this video was, that using my favorite palette, I could get the same look, if not better, and that is true, I feel, for the Vice Art palette, the Sugar Pill palettes, the Sugar Pill singles, the Brazil palette. I mean, it's hot right now. Yellows are it, and I just feel like Jeffree Star didn't give me Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star is the one I go to when I want pigment, when I want color, when I don't want to look like the rest of the girls on the block. I want to be it. I want to be Miss Jeffree. I mean, Jeffree is the Doctor of Gorgeous here. And I don't think that he delivered Doctor of Gorgeous with the Thirsty palette. Now, I said that it is a fantastic palette during my yellow eye tutorial. It is. But it is not Jeffree Star fantastic. It is not his 4th eyeshadow palette fantastic. Like, I also bought some liquid lip products. This Coral Fixation color is on point. It is an awesome lipstick. In fact, it reminds me a lot of a Kat Von D color back in the day called a Go-Go, which used to like fade, and I just don't like Kat Von D liquid lipsticks. I live for Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks. If I just randomly reach for a bunch of liquid lipsticks, they're almost all Jeffree Star. I've got Nude Beach, I've got Butt Naked, I've got Coral Fixation, Posh Spice, Celebrity Skin. These are like the colors I live for. The Equality set. That is Jeffree Star. This palette, I feel like, fell short. Maybe they were rushed to bring it out. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And I do want to emphasize, I will still be going ahead with the giveaway because it is still a work of living art. It is Jeffree Star. It is him. It is, it's the Thirsty palette. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to rearrange the giveaway to account for your opinions. So if you would rather have the blood sugar palette that I'm giving away, the first place winner will get to pick First place winner gets first choice, second place second choice, third choice. The 3 prizes are going to be the Equality lipstick set, liquid lipstick set, the Thirsty palette, and the Blood Sugar palette, all unopened, brand new, and waiting for you. So my unicorns, don't forget to subscribe and jump on the arc so that you can get in on the action, in on the goodies. I'm also tabulating Instagram comments directly related to videos as entries. So I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this little kiki tea, chai tea vape kind of session, and I will see you on the next one. Mwah.